Hello. How we doing? Good day? Excellent. Me too. Me too. Got a bit of a sore throat, cold, because, well, kids, innit? But tonight I'm going to do a little comparison video. I mentioned it in the end of the last video. So, stop messing about. Let's get into it. How we doing? Welcome back. So, what I'd like to talk to you tonight about is communicators. So I was always of the thought that I never wanted a communicator because I didn't want to speak to anybody. I was on my bike to ride and I didn't want to speak to anybody. And I thought that's what adventure bike riders had. No, that adventure bike. That is an adventure bike. Anyway, but about 18 months ago, I thought I'd give it a punt. I bought a cheap one, and my dad and my brother bought a cheap one. And I fell in love almost instantly with the communicator. It's such a laugh being able to talk to the people you're out riding with while you're riding. You can listen to music and talk at the same time, which is awesome. And from a safety aspect, here in the UK, if you're here, you know the roads are like super busy and they're not very big. So it's nice that you've got some backup almost, that you can point things out and say, watch this car on your right, or watch this up ahead. And it actually feels a lot safer when you're chatting to somebody when you're riding. So when we first went for the communication systems, we didn't know whether we were going to like it or not, or whether we were truly going to believe it was for adventure bike riders. Sorry. We just went with the cheap units, and we went with these. So this, I don't know if you can see, if it's going to, oh, the focus. There you go. That is a Parani M10. Found them on Amazon. Still on there. About 50 quid. It's got a nice little digital display. Oh, it's not going to focus again. And they are a Bluetooth unit. They pair up really well. They work really well. Oh, I can turn it off. They work really well. Battery life's fantastic. Audio quality is really good. The kit you get with them is really good. 50 quid. And do you know what? We enjoyed using them so much for about 6 or 7 months. And we thought, do you know what? Let's take the punt. Let's get on these big boy, you know, the bad boy mesh ones. All singing, all dancing, can do everything. It works with your phone. You've got a mesh unit. So we went for the Cardo packtalk bold. And I tell you what, this one was, when I bought it, was about 230 quid for the single. I'd say this one is 50 quid. I think the Cardo's come down a little bit to about 200 quid flat in the UK now. I think the Parani's better. Smaller, no aerial. It is only Bluetooth, so, and they only work, the downside is they only work with other Paranis. So if you're just looking to talk to the people you usually ride with, you're not worried about getting people into the group, which I'm not, then that's the one. The audio quality is really good, speakers are really good, kit's really good, fits nicely. So I had it hooked up to one of my Simpsons. That is absolutely round, chock full of gloves. So just got the clip-on unit. Speakers good, wired speakers instead of the intelligent bass, but you just click it on side, slide it down. It says, there you go, slide it down, plug that in, and you're absolutely rolling. I think the audio, I was expecting so much from the Cardo that when we compared it to this, I was shocked at just how good they are, the Parani. Now, to let you into a little secret, those Paranis are made for the Asian market. They were never really supposed to be for here. And if you look at the box with the Parani, see that in the bottom corner? It's made by Sena, and that's why it's so good. So it has its drawbacks in terms of what you can and can't connect to. You don't get all of the flash mesh systems and the JBL speakers. But for 50 quid, it's awesome. It's a really good bit of kit. Don't get me wrong, the cardo's great. Done, I don't know how many thousands of miles using these cardos, and you've got the rolly wheel and all that sort of stuff. Intelligent voice command. It says intelligent. It doesn't understand me all that much. But you know, it works in fits and starts. But I am not as impressed with the cardo for 200 quid as I am as impressed with the Parani for 50 quid. So if you're looking for a communicator, it might be the way forward. The nice thing about the cardo is obviously it's got all its warranties and all that sort of stuff, and it is good quality stuff. JBL speakers are good. Obviously you have to pay more for those. I'm not sure about this locking system. It's just like a little push-in lock, and it feels like I could knock it off at any time. You do have to have the aerial up if you want decent signal, which is a bit meh. But you know, the voice control is there. It's really intuitive with your phone as well. So if you hook it up to your phone, it does some cool stuff. But yeah, genuinely, I think in terms of value for money, the Parani's better. Having said that, Cardo brought out some new versions, so it'd be interesting to try those. But I just thought I'd give you my little comparison, my little thoughts on it. If you're looking for a cheap, even if it's just to listen to music or just communicate with somebody that you ride with all the time, buy a Parani. Don't bother with spending all the money. If you ride with a big group, spend the money, get the mesh, because you can, I think there's like, it used to be 12 or 14, but you can almost do unlimited now with the bridging system, with the mesh communicator or mesh 2, whatever it is now. But yeah, if you've got all the money, buy the cardo. If you want good quality for cheap, buy the Parani. That's it, guys. Take care. See you soon.